started against the Pope. There was a time that Pope was the head of the church as well as the state. But the people of England, they were suppressed by the commands of the Pope. In disguise of the church command. That is the reason they started reacting, that the Pope has no right to enforce any command. As the most important person is the human being. Therefore, human being has the liberty, has the freedom. He should not be coerced. He should not be forced to act without his will. The more they reacted, the more the atrocities and the tortures were increased from the Pope's side. What happened? That ultimately they succeeded. And the Pope had to say goodbye. Then the society was built on new postulates. What were these postulates? That is the materialism, nationalism and humanism. I am not going in that detail. But what is important thing for us is, when the society was built on these new postulates, they said, okay, we do not interfere in your private life. If you want to go to the church, you are permitted for it. But you have no right to interfere into the state affairs. And from that very day onward, they gave the concept of that the religion is a private matter. In Islam, the religion is not a private matter. In Islam, religion is a private as well as public matter. There is no difference. And there is no difference in this regard between the spiritual life and the worldly life. There is an ayah, there are misconceptions spread among the people. They think that if you go to the mosque, you are doing ibadah. And if you are in the market, you are not doing ibadah, you are out of the ibadah. This is not the real concept. It is very much possible that while you are in the mosque, you may not be in a state of ibadah. Though mosque is meant for ibadah, but you may not be in a state of ibadah. And it is very much possible that while you are in the market, you may be in a state of ibadah. Provided if you are doing business as per commandments of and in the guidance of Sharia rules. Sometimes it becomes necessary for the people to earn. And there is a hadith of Messenger of Allah sallallahu alaihi wasallam which says, "Ma akala ahad ta'aman qat khair min amal yadi." The best food earned by someone is that which is earned by his own hand. That is the best food. I would like to share with you an incident which happened with Umar bin Khattab radhiyallahu ta'ala anhu. While he was moving along with his companions, they saw some people reciting the Holy Quran, bent down their heads. And Umar inquired about these, that who they were. And he was told, this is important, very important thing to understand. He was told, Ha'ula'i al-mutawakkilun. That these are the people who are resigned to fate. Ha'ula'i al-mutawakkilun. That these are the people who are resigned to fate. They are, ये अल्लाह के बंदे हैं, ये तवक्कल करने वाले हैं. So what was the answer? Reply given by Umar bin Khattab radiyallahu anhu. He said no. Ha'ulai al-muta'akilun. No, these are the parasites. They depend on the food of others. By keeping themselves busy all the time without any work. And they become a burdensome for others. Then he explained that I tell you who is a mutawakkil. Who sows the seed and then waits for its germination. कौन है मुतवक्किल? उन्होंने कहा मैं बताता हूँ मुतवक्किल कौन है. मुतवक्किल वो है जो कि बीज बोता है और उसकी आबियारी के लिए अल्लाह पे भरोसा करता है. ही इज मुतवक्किल. Tie the camel first. What is tawakkul? Tawakkul is not to keep the camel untied, but to tie the camel first, and then that you use all the resources, all the means which are available, and then bend down. There is no monasticism in Islam. What does Hadith say? La rahbaniyata fil Islam. And the Quran in this regards guides us. Wa rahbaniyan ibtada'u wa ma katabna alayhim illa ibtigha ridwanillah. The monasticism they invented themselves. We did not instruct them. They invented themselves for the purpose of pleasing Allah, but that was a wrong way. There is no monasticism. The Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam says, وَرَهْبَانِيَةُ هَذِهِ الْأُمَّةِ الْجِهَادُ فِي سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ. If someone is interested in Rahbaniya, monasticism, then that is the doing jihad fi sabilillah. That is the way which is prescribed. But generally there is no concept of monasticism. He is not a mutawakkil. He is not a spiritually strong person who leaves this world. Leaving the world means that he is abstaining his liabilities towards his fellow beings, towards his family. This world is meant to follow the commandments of Allah. This world is meant to follow the commandments of Allah. You have certain obligations towards your children, towards your wife, towards your parents, towards society. That is the reason the Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, as I stated already, said, "Ma kalaha ta'aman kad khair min abadi." This is not the real concept of taqwa, that you abstain yourself and you become a burdensome for others, as there are some people who do. What is simply required by Islam? What is simply instructed by Islam? That you have to obey the commandments of Sharia throughout life, irrespective of this. Whenever you are commanded to do this thing, you should be ever ready. If you hear and listen the call of Azan, you should leave the business and come to the mosque. But from the moment you complete your mosque, what is the dua which we state while going out of the mosque? What is that? Allahumma inni as'aluka min fadlika. You are not saying that Allah save me from Satan while I go outside. No. Allahumma inni as'aluka min fadlika. Oh Allah, grant me your bounty. I ask you, I seek you, your bounty. And what is the bounty? That is earning. that is earning halal. That is earning halal, you are asking. You see there in Quran, it is stated that there are some people that tahajjud, it was made obligatory. It was described in Quran that tahajjud is made obligatory on the messenger, and some of the companions of the messenger, they also used to go for tahajjud. But the exceptions were made. The relaxation was made by stating, Aliman sayakunu minkum marda wa akharuna yadribuna fil ardi yabtaguna min fadlillahi wa akharuna yuqatiluna fi sabilillah. But Allah knows that there may be some among you who may be ill, and there may be some who are seeking, who are busy in earning their livelihood. وآخرون يضربون في الأرض يبتغون من فضل الله وآخرون يقاتلون في سبيل الله. And there are some who may be busy in the jihad. For that reason the jihad, there are three reasons which are mentioned for which the jihad is not, which the tahajjud is not prescribed. Now, may Allah grant us hadayah, may Allah grant us to the right path, and may Allah give us the ability to understand the real concept of Islam. وَمَا عَلَيْنَا إِلَّا الْبَلَاغُ.
الحمد لله رب العالمين وبه نستعين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا يا الله إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. ربنا تقبل دعاءنا وصلاتنا وصيامنا وسائر أعمالنا الصالحة. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين يأخذون الكتاب باليمين واجعل أرواحنا في عليين واكتبنا مع الشهداء والأولياء والصالحين وحسن أولئك رفيقا. اللهم ربي أعد علينا رمضان أعواما عديدة وأزمنة مديدة ولا تحرمنا أجره ولا تفتنا بعده. أعده علينا لا فاقدين ولا مفقودين وبالنصر وبالعزة مؤزرين. اللهم اجعلنا من الذين استبشروا ويقول يا ليت قومي يعلمون بما غفر لي ربي وجعلني من المكرمين. ربنا اغفر وارحم وتجاوز عما تعلم إنك أنت الأعز الأكرم إنك تعلم ما لم نعلم إنك أنت علام الغيوب. والحمد لله رب العالمين وصلى الله وبارك على نبينا محمد وآله وصحبه أجمعين آمين.